Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dark Shadows Reviews on Master Animatronics, and today what I have to show you is another collection video. Uh, Basically another update in my room, and I think the last one I did was a year ago or close to a year ago, and I got a lot done within that year, so I figured that I would come back and I would show you what I have done in that year time, and I think you guys will be quite amazed with how much it has changed and how much has been added, what's been taken away, and yeah, so the main thing that I did, besides the turtle tank, don't even pay attention to that, but the main thing that I did was I basically got a ton of singing fish. So there's close to 70 fish hanging on the wall. And then I put a floor down. I got all these V2s. I believe in the last video I only had like 4 or 5, but now I have them all. I have every single one. And then I got this hardwood floor put in, which isn't real hardwood. It's literally a foam pad, which you really can't even tell. So I did that myself. I got a different drum set. I got new life sizes down here, old life sizes taken out. And it's just a whole different setup. I got shelves with tabletops now. I have a toolbox, which I'll show you guys. The toolbox is strictly for toy repair, so it's been quite I guess an adventure, if you want to say. And I have a couple things that still need fixing down here, which I'm slowly working on. So, without me continuously talking, let me just show you what I have. So, when you walk here, for those of you that remember, this is the first thing that you see. You walk down the stairs, and this is the first thing you see. The 2 bucks, the jumbo billy bass, now the turtle tank. And there are 2 fish behind the turtle tank, which you can't really see. There's Jaws, which Joseph actually bought me at the meetup. And then there's that billy bass, which Joseph fixed with me at the meetup. And then here's my Jake the Jackalope. Here's my fortune arowana, which is my favorite fish of all time. He is the coolest fish to me. I love that thing, and I would probably never ever sell it, no matter how much money I got offered. He is just so cool to me. And then this is the buck I actually fully restored. He's 100% restored. He has a little bit of a lean to the side because I didn't adjust the ropes properly, but he does fully work. The ears fully work, mouth up and down, side to side. He's fully restored. Those are my keychains right there. I have 4 Billy Bass keychains, 2 knockoffs, 2 Jemmy. That one's brand new with the package, and then that one is used. 2 Lucky Toms. This one I restored. As you can see, it's not the original latex. That is paint on there, which I think turned out pretty decent considering that, you know, they never look right after the latex deteriorates, because this is what they actually look like. And I left this one this way simply for the fact to show the difference. This is what the latex looks like after it, dry rots and everything, so it just looks awful. And then that thing always wants to turn the other way. This is just one of those shaking heads. So that's all that is. This is going to be like a longer type video. I'm just going to go around and show everything I have. But I'm probably going to start with this way because there's less over here than there is over there. This is another shaking head. This is my life-size Grinch. I have a sewer varmint down here. My H2O Michael with a different mask on it, but you can see the original mask is underneath. You guys saw Lucky Tom. I have Largemouth Lou, Bubba Bass, Rocky Rainbow Trout, Singing Fish. That's, I believe, Giada Singing Fish. Yeah. And then that is my mini Christmas buck. There's 2 fish behind these life sizes, but I'm not going to show you. I know that one of them's a Wigglin' Willie, which there's another one over there. And then I think that this one is... Let's see. Yeah, he's Rocky Rainbow Trout. There's another Rocky Rainbow Trout back there. But then you can see I have my Count Vigor with a Spirit name tag on it. There's actually a guy on eBay that's selling them. They're pretty cool. I got 2. And then that is a book for 2007, the mask book. Like it's a barcode. It shows all the barcodes and prices for the merchandise and masks. But it's not like animatronics. It's just like the little stuff you get when you go out by checkout, the little fake teeth and stuff like that, but it's pretty cool. And then up here I have Billy Bass ornament, Jolt and Jack, that beaker that they had at Lowe's, I think in 2018 or 2019. That skull I got from Donovan. that skull over there, which the sound is fried. I'm probably going to be replacing the sound amplifier pretty soon. Then I have the Medusa head, bird of prey, prototype cloche, and then that tapping skeleton in that box that taps on the glass. Heads up Frankenstein. He's pretty cool. He's one of my favorite heads up characters besides the clown. And then I put the Jemmy rat on his head. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just stuck it there. Then right over here, this is the rockfish, dead sea bass, which is a custom billy bass. This is big mouth rainbow trout, Christmas Travis trout, one of the lobsters, I can't read the nameplate, big mouth Larry lobster, Tommy trout, duet fish back there. Then there is boogie bass in the back corner. I can't tell what it is because Ghostface is blocking it. I think it's just a regular billy bass. Then there's a Travis trout on top, big mouth billy bones. Then I have, I can't read some of these, rockin' singing fish, another Christmas Travis trout, another Rocky Rainbow trout. I have a few of those. 2 of them are for parts, and 1 of them fully works. I just have them on the wall right now to fill up some space. And then there's the sun plaque over there, in between Ghostface and the floating ghost. And then there's also, you can't see it, but there's the terracotta moon plaque behind that floating ghost. And then there's another big mouth billy bass. Next to him is another one of the fish that's like big mouth rainbow trout. I can't read the plate, it's behind Beetlejuice. And then there's another big mouth billy bones on top. Singing swing fish, large version. Then over here, starting over there, we have wrapping cool catfish, then buck teeth cool catfish with nameplate, Bubba catfish, and then that's a custom cool catfish over there behind Sam right there. You can't really see it. Then there's a 2004 big mouth billy bass behind the Reaper. On top is an orange Russian fish. On the bottom right here is a knockoff big mouth billy bass. 15th anniversary. Then next to it is another 15th anniversary that's genuine. Above it is a bush beer fish, zombie fish, another orange Russian fish, another zombie fish, 15-year edition Billy Bones, and then I forgot about the other 15-year Billy Bones over there, and then McDonald's fish. And then for the life sizes that come here, past Frankenstein is the Lowe's 2017 Zombie, 2017 Black Widow. Then you have Ghostface, which actually that's not going to be my Ghostface anymore. I have another one coming on Thursday that I got in a trade. It was a really fair deal on both ends, in my opinion, and I'm really excited to get it because this one's actually going to be going somewhere. It's not going to be mine anymore. It's going to be going to a good friend of mine which he can't get them by him, so I think it's going to be really cool that he's going to have that. 2 floating ghosts, I think the 2017 and 2018 models. And the 2018 model's been used until current. I think it might even be coming back again this year. I'm not sure. I hope not. And then one of those Sunstar clowns with the prototype clown audio. Beetlejuice. I'm going to be doing more moving around in here, but I haven't really thought of how I want to do it yet. Hanging Sam. There's that weird Reaper ghoul that was sold at Lowe's. And then I have one of the sandworms, and then behind the sandworm, which you can't see, there is a Zoltan. I have to find a better spot for him. Another one of the Sunstar clowns, which is pretty cool. And then that's the Lowe's Witch, one of the Lowe's Witches. And then right here, I have Mr. North Pole, one of those telephones, a fake jack-o'-lantern of Jack Skellington, and then a talking skull face pumpkin. And then over here I have a, let's see, Cerberus, and then I have these 2 treater greeters. There's 3 total in this room. I own 4. I own the mummy that was sold at Lowe's. I own these 2 classics. I actually paid $10 for the Dr. Shivers. Obviously he's missing the bowl, but it was right in my town. I went to a thrift store. He was in there. I took it. You know, I didn't turn back. He fully worked. The only thing that was wrong with it, I mean, all they have is sound anyways, but he worked good. The only thing that was wrong with him, a little bit of corrosion. This other one right here, he fully works. There's nothing wrong with him. Eyes move, talks, everything. And he, believe it or not, I paid $11 for shipped. I don't know how, don't ask me how, but that's what happened with him. And then I have this shelf right here filled with tabletops. Nothing on here is unreleased or anything like that. But over there is a Jemmy Lobster, Jemmy SpongeBob, Jemmy Snow Globe, 2 cars in the front, the Talking Brain. That's a prototype, that little turkey thing, but I don't know, it's stupid, I just wanted it. And then right here are my mini horror characters. I'm only missing Chucky, I have every other one, and then a variant to the Rob Zombie Michael, but I don't count that. Then I have some of the cosmic sounding aliens, 2 hearts, there's a maggot. Here are my other maggots. I have the maggot flashlight. And the only ones that sing the same song are these 2. This one actually needs fixing. I bought this on eBay and it has an issue. The seller wrote me a note. It was pretty nice. And she gave me a pretty good deal on it. And then right over here is my literally only Christmas shelf. Because I really don't like Christmas that much. I have the classic Rudolph. I have 2 of them. I have one out of the box and one in the box. And the one out of the box is my childhood one. And then I have this snowflake spinner, one of the new snowflake spinners. The Bumble, this stupid sidestepper Bumble. 2 of the Grinches, which I'm probably going to be selling one soon. Some generic elf, I can't remember who made him. And then Jemmy Sam the Snowman Mini, and then large Jemmy Sam the Snowman. I actually paid, I think, $20 for him, benefiting charity on eBay. Free shipping, because he didn't work at all, and the only thing that was wrong with him was a wire was off in the sleeve. And besides that, he fully worked. And then I can't really see what's on these shelves, but I have an Addams Family pig, that animated decor, the brain with the Jolt and Jack phrases, a mini coffin that was sold at Walmart, and then that CB radio. And on the bottom shelf, I just have the Bluetooth radio and the other radios like that were sold at Lowe's. Moving on. Right here is another Sunstar clown. This one moves his arms as opposed to that one, which shakes. And then this is my sample or prototype Hunchback. I really like this one. I got a new drum set compared to the last one, so that takes up less room, believe it or not. So that's good. And then this stuff up here, which is Heads Up Hilda Mini, Heads Up Frankenstein Mini, this Spencer's gag gift, reindeer. I'm not going to show those because those are inappropriate. I have Cookie Monster. I have this Uncle Charlie and Angeline price tags. Hip Swinging Grinch, which I still have to fix. He needs a new rubber belt. And then I have the Warfare Puppetry series. I have Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, and then I have, I think George Bush, right? Yeah. And then I have George Bush back there. Then the guillotine. This is a V2 I'm working on right now. He doesn't power on. And this is my toolbox. So in here I have pretty much everything I'll ever need to work on this stuff. I've got, you know, my gears and adhesives and grease in here. In here I think is all wiring. No, my bad. These are Sharpies. But right here is all wiring. Wire stripper and, you know, all my wires. More wires, although this is more like thicker wire. I ordered the wrong wires, but they'll still work for something. It's still a good harness. Up here I think is just like miscellaneous. Has like phone stuff, LEDs, zip ties, more zip ties. Yeah, I showed that. This is pretty much nothing that I'll ever use in here for toys, but I just had leftovers, so I threw it in. This right here, hammers and thumbtacks for hanging fish. This is actually one of my Rocky Rainbow trouts that I parted out. Right here is my parts drawer. Motherboards, pinhead pins, which I have to send to somebody, dancing mechs, tons of mechanisms and gears, stuff like that. So that's pretty much this whole top one. In here is nothing. And then right here I have this, which is kind of miscellaneous, just toothbrushes to clean things, trans picks, Allen keys, tape measure, miscellaneous kind of like screwdrivers and stuff I'll never ever use. And then X-Acto knives. And then if I go down into this one, this is all my screwdrivers that I always use. These are my definite go-tos. And then definitely buy yourself kits like this. These are like amazing. They're very small screwdrivers like this, and they have changeable bits, so it saves you money in buying screwdriver sets and having these giant screwdrivers that you'll never ever use. And then here are clips. If I'm working with fabrics or something, I can just hold it down, clamp it in place. Various pliers and stuff like that. These are my favorite. These are spring loaded. Scissors and stuff. Most of these I'll probably never use. This is for cutting metal, which I'm not going to use that really on toys. These I'll never use. The only thing out of here that I'd probably ever use would be this 10mm to take off, what do you call it, take off volume controls. This is my electric stuff, tape, and I have all batteries, multimeter, stuff like that in here. And then adhesive as well. That's a different type of adhesive though. I think down here, yeah, these are all components to motherboards, heat sink, sewing kit, drill bits, which I probably won't really use, socket set. Under there is a soldering kit, which is a backup one. This, seriously, if you guys want O-rings, get these, because these are just as stretchy as the original, and they're really, really cheap. And then these are a different O-ring set as well as that. This is more automotive stuff that I couldn't fit in my normal toolbox. That's kind of just thrown in here. The only thing that I use out of here is fishing line to heat away some adhesive. And then down here is where I have my soldering iron. That's really the only thing down there that I use. So anyways, continuing on. This is the new Grinch, which his head is facing the wrong way. So that's the new Grinch. You can see back there I have the mummy. I have a couple other life sizes back there that I'm not able to fit in here that I'm working on. Then I have my T-Rex head. That's one of my favorites. Then I have the cockroach in frame. Back there you can kind of see it. My Jeffy puppet. My JF Jeffy puppet. And then this is an entirely new shelf, which all the tabletops that are on here used to be where the turtle tank is. But now they're here. There's a shelf dedicated to them, which I'm pretty happy with because I like it better than it was thrown everywhere. This is my fully restored Decoy Roy, which I was surprised I was able to do it because I was able to peel this part of the skin up completely over the beak and not break it. So I was very, very surprised that I was able to do that. This Rudolph scene, which I have to restore still, which I'm kind of not wanting to do because of how tiny it is. The Jemmy Fishbowl Frankenstein over there, the candy bowl version. An iguana, it says Iguana Love You or something like that. I got that. The mummy hand from the Universal lineup that came out. This, I have two crawling brains. This one's fully restored. This one actually had water damage, and I was surprisingly able to get life out of it. This one works, but has split gears everywhere. I haven't fixed it yet. That actually, I'll probably do tonight now that I'm thinking about it. I have the Pennywise Sidestepper and the Sam Sidestepper. Techie Toys Pop-Up Reaper, which needs to be recentered. And then I have the Pirate Scary Skull. Then as I get lower, you'll see that we have the Frankenstein Bust, which you can't really see. There you go. Two Thriller Mummies. Universal's Cloche. This lantern. And then the Techie Toys candles. The skeleton, or not the skeleton, sorry, the pumpkin candles. Those ones are my favorite. I really like the way that these ones look. I think they look super cool. And it kind of reminds me of the new Distortions Unlimited pumpkin that came out. That stalker guy, I can't remember his name. And then this I got for free. Peter actually gave it to me and let me keep it. It's just a shaking head, pretty much, but it's really cool. And then this is my prototype bellhop, which I really like him. He's honestly super cool. I traded my plant for him, which I'm sure you guys remember. I traded it to Johnny. And then there is just a door greeter Grinch, a Grinch action figure set that I never opened, that I'm not going to open. Now here are the V2s, as well as all my plush characters, which I'm not going to go through, because the only one that matters on there is Dabbing Dracula. But I have a Lego set, Jabba's Sail Barge, that I just haven't found the real spot for. So I have this French Robo-Sapien, which it's really not French, it's just distributed by a French company, Silver Lit. And then I have the Sharper Image V2, Black V2, Yellowed White V2 that has to be rewired still, UK Red V2, Custom Green I've been working on. He's almost done besides the hands and the head. The remote I'm not going to paint just because it's a good remote. And I don't want any... like if this one shatters, then I have this one as a spare. So that's why I'm not doing that. But overall, the painting's coming along pretty well, and he looks pretty good. I haven't really touched it in a while because I've been super busy, but now that I have free time, I might go back and try to do it. I forgot about the Wowie dinosaur over here. The Robopet, I think. Or Roboraptor, that's it. Roboraptor. Then up here, this is my favorite. My Turquoise V2. This is the only one that we know of. Then I have the Sharper Image Mini. The regular titanium silver mini, the McDonald's toys of the two different kinds of V2s they sold with the Happy Meals, and then also the Roboraptor. Another yellowed white. This one is rewired. Blue, rewired. Pearl white. Titanium silver. There's another titanium silver in the back which needs to be rewired, because there was actually a titanium silver that I believe was sold in the US, which is extremely uncommon, and then there's the UK one. And then that bronze. And then I have my bronze mini. And then this is another Lego set that I have to find a spot for, and then my 67 Mustang. And then continuing on over here, I have one of those Halloween leechers. That one's brand new in the box, so it probably has a ton of corrosion. Sam from Trick or Treat, which was sold recently at Spare Halloween, which I have to say, I think they just retired him. If you guys didn't get him, you really missed out. He was one of the best newer movie characters that ever came out. His mechanism was a little bit cheap, but I mean, it's held up for me. In the fact that he came with two heads and he had movement at his price point was unreal. And the secondary head that he came with, the foam-filled latex one, was unbelievably detailed and just great quality. Then right here we have a Sunstar Mini hanging Freddy Krueger. The original Gemmy life-size Freddy Krueger. Another Sunstar clown, a little hanging clown from, I believe, Paper Magic Group. I think that's who made him. Morbid Reagan, the original one, 2011. 09 Jason Voorhees. Custom Frosty that I made out of a Snowflake Spinner skin with Joseph at the meetup. Burgundy Butler with a prototype pumpkin candy dish. Hanging bird in a cage, one of the Halloween ones. And then this is my Pennywise life size. And behind it I have a Fitco hanging clown. I think I made a video on him already. A generic singing bird that's not Halloween related that I just thought was kind of stupid, so I bought it. New Freddy Krueger, which I have to say he's pretty cool. I just wish he had head movement. Vampire Candy Bowl, Talking Bud, the bear rug. Then we have back here is the 2018 life-size reindeer. Paint Agent Creations hip swinging polar bear. Zombie bird. Zombie parrot, I think. I think it's a parrot and cage. Then I have the Midnight Countess, which I got in a trade from Donovan. Then we go right here. I have my pop-up Pennywise. 2018 Dr. Shivers. If anybody's interested in him, let me know. I'm thinking about selling him. And then I have the... oh, I can't remember his name. Deadhead Butler, that's it. Some random hanging bat that I thought was cool, so I decided to hang him. Fat Butler, which I finally got the motherboard back. You know, it only took a year. But I finally got the motherboard back. Then we have my 2017 Jack Skellington, the produced model. The Spirit Halloween, Wade the Butler, or Jeeves, whatever you want to call him. This is not the one that just breathes. This one has phrases. My mini Dancing Homer, which I actually just fixed because there was a split gear in him. You know, Bailey said it was fully restored, but somehow the gear split in like a year. So, you know, I fixed that. But that stuff's all random. That stuff could happen in a day, honestly. I mean, Jordan bought a cool catfish with a split gear straight from factory, which I thought was pretty funny. Then there's my Boris Karloff. Behind him, which you cannot see, there is a talking moose head on a plaque, and it's a prototype. The plaque is actually resin. I can't remember what company it is. It's some weird company like Moose Productions or something like that. If somebody knows the company, let me know in the comments, because I honestly can't remember. I have a Starry Fish Koi version. Big Mouth Fish, I think that's the name of it. Or Big Mouth Bass, that's it. He sings Elvis songs. His plaque is severely sun-faded, which I'm sure you can tell. Then I have my Party Monster. my guitar playing polar bear, which I'm very happy with. I still can't believe I actually have one in my collection. And I will be getting something else soon to go along with him. This heads up clown that I got for free in the garbage, mini, Rob Zombie Michael. Then up here I have this rocking grandma, or rocking granny, whatever you want to call her. Nightmare on Elm Street candy bowl. Buck the Singing Deer Christmas ornament. And then a Techie Toys pumpkin, pop-up pumpkin. And then this zombie, which I can't remember who that's made by. That might be made by Techie as well. It's a tabletop sold spirit, and I believe 2008. And then here's my Wiggling Willie I was talking about earlier. On here I have my Pan Asian Creations life-size Santa, a Yoda, this Lowe's 2017 telephone, it was either 17 or 18, a Snowflake Spinning Frosty, and then a Haunted Violin. So that is pretty much everything in this room that I have updated. You know, there's new stuff like the drum set, there's new life sizes, there's life sizes taken out, all the fish are new. All of them, because those weren't here last time. And, you know, stuff like that. Grinch is new, Bellhop's new in his spot, all the V2s, obviously a turtle tank. Some of this stuff is new, because back there I didn't have my 09 Jason, I had my 2010 Jason, so that was swapped out, and I think he looks better back there. Honestly, I just think the colors match the room more, and the way the machete's posed, you could see it a lot better. And I still have more back there. You can't see I have Boogeyman in his box, I have Hugs the Clown, and then I have all the way on the bottom, I have the Snow White Witch still in her box. So there's still stuff in there. And then in the room over there, I have a 4-foot Douglas fir. 4-foot Douglas fir barbecue Homer, which I just made a video on. I have Santa Homer, the Mummy, Hungry Harry, and then the Deadeye Drake pirate skeleton in there. So I'm still working on getting them in places. So yeah, with all that being said, that's pretty much it for this room, guys. As of right now, there will be another update later on, and I'm sorry for how long this video is. It's just that there's a lot in here to cover, and I figured with this one I would go in and show you everything individually, just because this is like, you know, this is like my prized room that I spent years on to get it to where it is, and I fit a lot of life sizes down here. There's like 37 life sizes down here, I think. There's a lot. There's like 67 life sizes in my house total, and then I still have another, like, I want to say 60 in my sheds. I have a lot of stuff, and like I said, you know, I started getting into the tabletops a little bit, which is why, you know, I have these 2 shelves, but I was never into tabletops. I was always big into the life sizes, and that was it. But I've been kind of venturing out and getting more stuff. One of my favorite things I actually just got recently, out of a lot of things I got, was this. I was very happy to find him. I think I paid like 40 bucks shipped, which isn't awful. I would have liked to pay less, but he's not bad. And he's really cool. He fully worked. He had no corrosion, nothing. Seller gave fresh batteries with him, so he's a really cool one. But anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about the collection room. Give me some advice on what you think I should move around or switch up. Because one of the things I was thinking about was putting Ghostface where Beetlejuice is, putting Beetlejuice here, or not putting Beetlejuice here, sorry, putting Beetlejuice where Ghostface is, taking her away, putting the original Freddy here, and then either that or putting the original Freddy here and putting Hunchback here, and then taking my 06 Leatherface and putting it right here. I think that would look pretty cool. But I have to think about what I want to do, because I want to be able to put Pinhead down here, Hannibal, and Leatherface, and get them out of my room, just because this room's filled with so many rarities and stuff that you just can't really find, such as this polar bear, you know, Rob Zombie Michael, Party Monster, things like that. I have a lot of rare stuff down here, and I want to kind of put all my rare life sizes down here. So, like, you know, I really think that Leatherface, Pinhead, and Hannibal would fit really well down here. So with all that being said, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give me some advice, some things you would change, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry the video was so long, and I'll see you all next week.